Hello everyone, welcome to my first Jetpack Compose tutorial. If you have been building Android apps for a while, you probably remember the old way, using XML files to design the UI and Kotlin code to interact with it. We had to deal with things like find view by ID and constraints and XML and a separate UI. But now with Jetpack Compose, we can write UI directly in Kotlin. No XML needed, it's a fully declarative and easy to manage. In this video, I will show you the basics of Jetpack Compose. So let's get started. So I have created one empty project, Jetpack project. So if you are using Android Studio, you can start a new project and select empty activity with Jetpack Compose. So earlier in Android development, if we know, like we used to define our UI, XML files, and which were stored in a resource and in layout folder. But you can see here there is no layout folder in our Jetpack Compose project. If we create any new project now in Android, so and it will by default Jetpack Compose project, and there is no layout folders. So it means we need to write all the things or all the UI in this main activity. So this is the predefined code or automatic generated code when we create a new project. So let's check one by one. So this is our main activity. We don't have any XML files for this project. So let's start. You can see there is a greeting function and greeting preview. So I will delete all this and we'll create fresh one. So I'll delete also this one and also delete this one. Okay, so let me import. So let's run the application first so we can make sure our project will set up correctly. Let's run the application. So now you can see there is nothing on this our application. Yeah, application is launched. You can see there is nothing, like you can see there is nothing. This is a blank page, or there is a we don't have anything here. So the output is simple, it's a blank page. So let's add our first Jetpack Compose. So set content method, if you remember in our Android previously we have one method set content view like this, and here we need to pass that our layout, like what activity or what page, design page associated with this activity, we need to mention that here r.layout or activity main, something like that. But you can see here there is no method like that set content view. We have another method here set content, and in this we have to add our UI. So you can see set content method is like composable. You can see here there is composable. So we need to add composable here. So let's add first our composable for just text. The text is a simple like a text view in previously Android. You can see here text, and it's also composable, and it accepts one parameter text. We need to pass text parameter, like whatever we need to add. Like if I add hello world here, and let's run the application. So you can see or we can see that hello world here. Yeah, you can see that hello world is printed here. And if I want to add one more text, let's add one more text, and like good afternoon, or rerun the application. So we can see the text hello world and good afternoon. Yeah, but you can see hello world and good afternoon, we have there are two text, but they are overlapped on each other, because in, if we remember in our Android, we are using some relative layout, linear layout, or constant layout to adjust our text or text view or buttons. So similarly in composable we have a row and column. If we want to arrange this text view or text in a row and column format, we can use row. Let's use row. You can see row is a composable. Let's add a row, and in this row we need to add this composable, like two text in the row format. Let's run the application and see the output, how it shows the output. So you can see now the our text views or text are arranged in a row format. It's horizontally, or we can see clearly. before it was overlap, but now with the row composable we can see the horizontally. We can also similarly use column here, and our text is arranged like in column format, in a vertical format. Like similarly, if we are giving some vertical orientation or horizontal orientation in linear layout, so you can see the output hello world and good afternoon list like a vertical. Let's add one button here. Mm, Button similarly text, here we have a button, or you can see there is a button expect like one on click. We need to pass one on click method here, and there is a one curly braces row span where we need to add our other composable functions. Let's add button. So in this we can add on click and pass lambda. Whatever we need to perform on click, we can add the code here, whatever we want. Okay, let's remain blank now and add one more composable. In this row scope we can add another composable. I will add one composable text, so we can display some label on button. So I will add click me. So button is if we want to give some label or some formatting on button, we can provide here. In I will provide one text here, click me. Let's run the application and we can see the output how it shows. Yeah. Yeah, our application is launched and you can see there is a two text and a click me button. So if I click on click me, so there is nothing, because we haven't write anything or we haven't perform any click event. So let's add some toast here, so we can see the toast on click, get application context and message like button clicked, and give the duration long it will show, dot show and show. Let's run the application and we can see button click event. So if I click on button click, let me close this button click, so you can see the button clicked. We can see the text or toast on click on button. Yeah, you can see only few lines of code and we have two text views and button. It's a very easy to create a UI in Jetpack Compose. So yeah, in the if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Also feel free to drop your questions or topics you would like to see next in the comment section below. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.